What up, world? I'm Steve. You guys are the crypto crew, and this is where we keep crypto simple and easy to understand. Today's video, we have an exciting one, but creepy. We're going to talk about 5 creepy chart formations that will probably dictate whether we go up in crypto or down in crypto. You guys know we've been pretty accurate depicting whether we're going to have an up move or a down move in crypto here over the past 6 weeks. So pretty excited to get to this video today. If you guys are new here, we welcome you into our crypto crew. You definitely want to subscribe. Hit that button right now. Make sure it says subscribed with a D and turn on the bell for those fresh new videos. Now, you're probably in crypto because you want to build your retirement. But please just be careful in this industry. Take your education seriously. I would hate to see you lose that retirement. Now, if you know you need more knowledge about charts and you know you have to have a better strategy in crypto, this is the right place, guys. My passion is teaching. Do yourself a favor. Sign up to my classes. Those are linked below. And I'm going to help you not lose that retirement, and we will maximize that retirement. Now, a special shout out to the community here, the crypto crew. You guys are freaking incredible. The last video, I learned so much from you guys. We're going to get to that at the end of the video. Over 500 comments, so thank you so much. Now, over 31,000 subscribers. Woo! So, you guys are awesome, but we'll talk about that at the end of the video. Let's jump into what is going on in cryptocurrency. So one of the feedback items I got from you guys is, Steve, talk about more altcoins. I want some other information besides Bitcoin. So here you go. We're going to talk about the 5 biggest coins today in cryptocurrency, and there's some odd similarities, really creepy similarities between the chart setups and the signals that each chart is giving to us. It really paints this interesting story that we're going to get to. So we're going to start here with the big dog, Bitcoin. This is a one-day chart here on Coinigy. We have our moving averages, we have the RSI, and we got the stochastics. Now, if we back up a step, maybe about 5 days ago, I warned you guys that we will be heading towards a downturn. Now, these moves happen over 1 week to 4 weeks. It depends how fast the move goes, and where we left off was we warned that we were going to get close to the 50-day moving average, and we're probably going to be rejected. We warned that the RSI on the daily chart for the last 10 months has had a significant level, especially the past 4 months. We've never gotten above 61.5, and we referenced 5 days ago that we were probably going to get up to 61 and be rejected, which that has happened too. Then down here we have the stochastics. We mentioned back here in the stochastics that we were going to be going up, and we just had a cross on our most recent video, which you guys know means our momentum is gone and we're almost on our way down. So that's the Bitcoin. We need to get into the other 4 coins to really start to paint a picture. And Ethereum is up next, a little bit different, but oddly similar. So let's break down Ethereum for a second. Ethereum, if you guys don't know, this is my favorite coin. And I actually bought Ethereum before I bought Bitcoin. I know, maybe strange for some of you guys, but it's true. Now, Ethereum actually forming a cup and handle to all the crypto crew. We are forming a cup and handle right now. It's very similar in the fact that with Ethereum, the level with the RSI is about 64, 65, and that also goes back for the past 10 months and specifically the past 4 months. Oddly enough, we just double topped at that number. And Ethereum has made a bigger push. You can see there's a lot more power behind this move in Ethereum, a lot more momentum than Bitcoin. However, we stopped exactly at the 50-day moving average. We had a death cross as well. So Ethereum, if we zoom in here, we are right on the 50-day. Where if we look at Bitcoin, we're not. We're just below the 50-day in Bitcoin. So Ethereum's got a little bit more muscle behind it, but it's still telling the same story. The story is we got to the 50-day, we're having a little bit of problems. Our RSI is double topping at our danger zone, and our stochastics is the stochastics has been a really significant story here. If you look, I told you guys that we can stay up near 100 for between 5 and 8 days. Ethereum got there on the 9th, and it stayed up there until the 16th. Okay, and it fell down. We had a cross, which means our momentum was going down. But Ethereum has so much power behind it that we just had it cross back. If we zoom out here and look in, we just had a cross back. So it's going to be really interesting to see how Ethereum plays out these next 4 or 5 days. If we have enough muscle to get through this significant line here in the RSI, which is right at about 66 on the daily, that would be significant. And this coin Ethereum stands out between the 5 as it has the most muscle behind it as we speak. So this is kind of an outlier. However, the stochastics is up near the top. We don't have a lot of momentum. Even if we were to break through this 50-day, we don't have a lot of momentum to go up. We have to be honest with ourselves. I would love to provide you guys really incredible news, but I also keep it honest with you guys. We're not one of these channels that say Bitcoin is going to $9 million tomorrow and everybody's going to be millionaires. We actually tell the truth. So unfortunately, this is the story that's happening in crypto right now. Everybody still thinks we're going to the moon. Everybody thinks we're in a bull run. I don't. The chart, I would love to say that, but the charts are telling me we're not. So that's Ethereum. This is the most powerful. We'll come back to this in a moment. Next up, Ripple. We usually don't talk about Ripple on this channel, but we're going to today. Ripple is the 3rd biggest crypto, so we have to show it a little bit of love. Ripple is also in an interesting situation where if we zoom out here into the chart, Ripple has crossed over the 50-day already. We also see a death cross in Ripple as well, and we have some resistance at the 200-day as we speak. So Ripple is a little step ahead of Ethereum, and Bitcoin is kind of 2 steps behind everybody. If you notice, what's happened in crypto is anytime Bitcoin hangs out at a certain level, altcoins are going to run. This always happens. So Bitcoin kind of stagnant, it gives altcoins some momentum. People get anxious with Bitcoin. They take their money from Bitcoin, they put it in altcoins. Altcoins go up because there's more money entering. It's just simple supply and demand. So what we also see in Ripple is Ripple has a little bit higher level on the RSI that's been significant. We're looking at about 73 on the daily chart. So Ripple a little bit higher on the RSI. RSI is sitting at 68 right now, so we still have a little bit of room to go up on Ripple. And we just had this cross on the stochastics, similar to Ethereum. So Ripple is trying to get some steam, but again, the big picture is we don't have a lot of momentum up here in the stochastics. Even if we were to go up further, it's likely that we will top out at 75 on the RSI, around there. So we'll have to see, but it's a good sign that we're above the 50. Now, next up, we have Bitcoin Cash, another one that we don't talk about a lot, but it's a similar story. We just got to the 50-day. We had a death cross already. We're up at the top in the stochastics. We don't have a lot of momentum. The RSI is getting to be oversold. and we're up at critical levels. Bitcoin Cash critical level is about 72. So we have a little bit of space to go before we're at a critical level. So it's the same story. So each chart so far, death cross, resistance around the 50-day, RSI having some problem with also some resistance, and the stochastics is out of momentum. And last but not least, Litecoin. Litecoin actually did not have a death cross yet. The 50 and 200 day are almost at a death cross. However, price action is right at that place right now. Also, you look at the RSI, it's similar, guys. We're getting to this significant level of resistance. Each coin is at near a significant level. For Litecoin, it's 66 is the significant level you can see on the chart, but Litecoin right now is at 60. So Litecoin still has some room to go up. If it did go up to reach that level, it's likely it would break the 50-day moving average and be in a similar situation to Ethereum and Ripple. So also the stochastics, you can see the stochastics has been up around 100 since the 13th. So we're up there for 6 days. I told you guys between 5 and 8 is normal before you see some type of corrective action. It could, however, go back up. As you can see here, we can slide down for a little bit, gain a little momentum, and head back up. But Litecoin, as well as the other coins, have been hanging up at the top. We don't have a lot of momentum to carry us into new territories. So as well, each coin is still making a lower high. If Litecoin, we were to get serious about Litecoin, it would need to get up to 174 to make a new high. And if you look at the other coins, Bitcoin Cash is not up near a new high. It's still made a lower high. To make a higher, we would need to get up past almost to 1100. Same with Ripple. You can see its previous high was $1.06. We're really far from that. With Ethereum, Ethereum's previous high, we're really close. Ethereum's previous high about 600. So we're really close to that previous high, but Bitcoin, we're not close. Bitcoin's previous high was about 9,001, so we're far from that. Each coin is making a lower high. Each coin has resistance at that 50-day, and each coin is nearly out of momentum. Maybe we're one of the only channels talking about us having correction. I wish we weren't, but that's what I see in the charts. Unfortunately, guys, each chart is creepy. It's very similar. However, you talk about Ethereum, Ripple, and basically Ethereum and Ripple having the most power behind the move, specifically Ethereum, pretty impressed. So that's what I'm seeing in the charts. But these moves, again, take between 1 week and 4 weeks to complete. We're just a handful of days in, so you have to be patient. Does this mean we're going down today and tomorrow? No. We could go up tomorrow and up the next day and maybe the third day, but we're nearly out of momentum, and we're more than likely going to start correcting. We need to stay 2 steps ahead of everybody. And that's what we do on this channel. We keep it honest in that way. Now, I wanted to talk about for the crypto crew, the incredible feedback that I got from you guys. Thank you so much. There were so many of you guys that wrote feedback. I told you feedback is the #1 thing in life to really achieve your goals. No matter what your goal is, get feedback and you can really achieve it. So I asked you guys 2 simple questions. 1, what was your favorite thing on this channel? What's your favorite thing? And 2, what's one thing I can do to improve the channel? And woo, some great feedback. I read all of it, and I gathered 3 trends. I like to analyze data and make trends So I have 3 things to share with you guys just to be super transparent about what I learned, as I think it's very important. Number one, the one thing that was requested probably the most was, Steve, please cover some altcoins. Would love to hear your opinion on altcoins. Guys, why do you think I made this video right here covering the 5 biggest cryptos? That was for you. I listened to feedback and I improve things, so that was for you. The second thing I want to talk about, which was really consistent, was probably the most talked about thing, was Steve, please do more videos. I want to be open and transparent with you guys, and after I tell you, you're probably going to be like, yeah, I agree with that. I understand why, and I support that. I'm just going to be open with you guys. I give more of my time to my students. And after hearing that, you guys are probably like, yeah, he should do that. Those are his students. And I think it will always be that way. That's what my heart is telling me. I try to give everything to my students and always do more than what they expect. So that's part of the reason why I'm not on here every day. And my goal is to get to every other day videos. And I'm going to do that. So give me some time to work out some things. There's some bigger projects I'm working on, like the website and logo and all these things like behind the scenes that are probably boring. But after I get done with these bigger things, I want to move to every other day. So just know that that's coming. The last thing I want to get to is something very interesting. And this comes from, you guys know, or if you don't, I grew up with very little money and, we struggled. I know what it's like to have no money. And a lot of comments were like, Steve, can you do something with your classes? Because, where I'm from, I can't afford it. I totally get that. And you guys know I love to travel. I've been to the poorest countries in the world and hung out with a lot of local people. I love local people, and when I travel, I really dive into the culture and really surround myself with the locals. I do as the locals. I eat the local food. I listen to the local music, and the community thing. It's really interesting to me. So I get it, and I have an idea. And I want to be fair to my current students too. So my idea, I think, is good for everybody. What I want to do, not every video, but sometimes, special occasions, I want to offer one person in the comments a free class. Not for the whole series. For example, the intermediate series has 5 classes. I want to give a free class to people maybe once a week or twice a week, whatever it is, but as something extra to create some excitement, because I get it. I know what it's like to have no money. That's how I grew up. I told myself I never wanted to experience that, but I know what it's like. So that's what I want to do, and I think that's fair to everybody. It'll create some excitement and give people opportunities to really learn and extend for the future. And I want to share one story that I get a lot of emails from you guys, and one of them stuck with me, and this will probably stick with you guys too. The email said, Steve, I'm from London. I love cryptocurrency. I love your channel. I've taken many cryptocurrency classes in London and New York, and to be quite frank, they were way more expensive than your class. I've taken your class, and that's why I'm writing you this email. I was blown away. Steve, your class blew the other classes out of the water. And I wanted to write you this email to say, I am so impressed and thank you so much. So I love that. I love that because I put my heart into my classes, and that was super cool. So I love all this feedback that I'm getting from you guys. It's very powerful, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and would love to welcome you into the classes. Guys, like I mentioned earlier, please take your education seriously. I don't want to see you guys lose your retirement. I would hate that. You would hate that. Your family would hate that. So do yourself a favor. My classes are in the description, and I'll help you get on the right track and set up for a bright future with your retirement. All right, everybody. We'll see you on the next video. I hope for better news. We'll keep you posted on what has been developing in these charts, but stay patient. Peace and love, Crypto Crew.